lot of freshmen starting in college right now, recruiting is so intimidating. Can you run us through an example of a freshman in college and how RecruitYou helps them throughout the process to when they land that job?
Yeah, great question. So I think that there's two parts of this. You can be on RecruitYou as just a individual user. You sign up with your EDU email, or you're a part of a club on the platform. So I'll speak from kind of a user perspective. So what you can do on RecruitYou is you can go on and search, say we're talking about a student at Michigan. They could go on, they could search in our network section. They could go search Michigan, analyst, and a certain bank, and essentially have all of those people right there. And then you have a certain amount of credits per day to unlock their email information. So once you unlock their email information, it automatically saves it down into a very lightweight CRM. Think of your Excel trackers that you use to manage everything. And so how we do that is essentially work with these large data providers and enrich all this data, because the common way to do this is you go into LinkedIn. And right now it's very search based in terms of just kind of filters, a Boolean search. We are releasing this concept of just using natural language. Hey, help me find people from my school, X, Y, and Z that meet this criteria. Here it is. And so that's kind of the big part early on, as I think both of you know, is definitely making connections at these firms is huge, A, to understand, but B, also to just be like, all right, in the interview process, like you've at least talked to someone. The next aspect is when actually recruiting starts. There's two sections, an event section and a job section. And so in each of those, we essentially scrape the web and have very curated just like filters like by class year. There's no concept of like filtering by class year like on LinkedIn, or filtering specifically by like investment banking or like the actual granular way you think about recruiting. And again, you apply to all that, it all saves automatically into like a lightweight CRM. And so that's really like the helping manage the networking process and then the searching process. And then something that we've been building more of is this concept of like AI mock interviews. So we worked with seniors and even analysts at banks to answer questions that are often heard in interviews. And so we've broken down a couple of different topics, whether it's like valuation, et cetera, have the ability for someone to answer one of these questions, walk me through a DCF, and then we have AI basically grade it for strengths and weaknesses. And so it's like an all-encompassing, like everything is here if you want to go into these two industries. And so that is really how you capture a lot of students onto the platform.
I'm so impressed.